back inside of the Plastic Planet. I'm your host, Ryan, hanging out with you guys tonight. Well, guys, I might be a little teeny tiny bit late to the party here, but tonight, I'm just going to do a quick video for you guys. I'm going to be unboxing this shit for you guys. Yeah, man. I got the Target exclusive Retro Collection New Hope figures. Yeah, man, this is going to be pretty cool. These look pretty awesome. So we're going to be unboxing this shit. We're going to be opening this shit. And I'm going to show you this shit on my shelves because this shit looks good. Yeah. Shit. All right, guys, let's get on it. Let's get on it right now. Alright guys, well first up tonight guys, I wouldn't be doing this set any justice if I didn't spend a teeny tiny bit of time talking about how cool this little tiny box is. And yeah, I just dig the product art here, man. It's just a nice, inviting little tiny box with 6 figures jam-packed inside of it. Yes, let's take a look right now. Isn't it amazing how they fit all those little action figures inside of this tight little box? I mean, the best boxes are the tight ones, if you ask me. Alrighty, guys. Well, speaking of being lucky and tight things in little boxes, I got really lucky. I got every single figure in the box. I didn't get duplicates. I've heard rumors of some people getting duplicates and so not getting every figure they're supposed to get inside of the box. And so, no, I got them all. So that's a good thing. Let's get to it. Let's open this shit up. Hey guys, well, first up, let's start out with CZ3. Yeah, look at that awesome packaging. It's too bad we're gonna fucking destroy it. But yeah, it looks good for now. Alrighty guys, so first up tonight we got CZ3 here, and I don't know what else to say, but he does what he's supposed to do. He looks very vintagey. He looks like he could have been, maybe in the second or third wave out of, 1978, 1979, maybe not in that first initial 12 release, but definitely thereafter. And yeah, he looks great, man. I wish we would have gotten more droids as a kid, as kids back in the vintage era between 1978 and 1985. It was one thing that was very lacking in the original vintage line were droids and maybe female characters, I think, because I think Princess Leia was literally the only female character released in the original vintage line. But yeah, we needed more droids. Definitely needed more droids, and this dude would have been awesome to have back then. But we got him now, and I guess better late than never. I'd rather had him at 5, but I'll take him when I'm 50. All good. Yeah, looking cool. Alrighty guys, next up is R4M9, right out of the Tantive V4 from the beginning of the film. Looking great, man. Again, I don't have much to say. He comes with his third leg, which is very, very cool. Something that, as you all know, if you're a long-time Star Wars collector, that wasn't very common in the original vintage line. Of course, it actually didn't really happen at all, unless you include that Jawa droid dungeon thing that came out in 1978, 79. That came with a third leg for R2-D2. But yeah, wasn't common. But anyway, it is well used now from third parties like Stan Solo and now Hasbro, or Hasbro Kenner in this case. Yeah, Hasbro operating under the Kenner moniker anyway. But anyway, yeah, no, this is a great fig. This is the reason I wanted to get the damn set to begin with, because I really wanted this guy more than any of them. So happy to have him, and yeah, he's looking great there. So yeah, fantastic. We'll just keep moving though. We'll just keep moving. Well, hell, that was a good segue. Speaking of the princess, we've got Princess Leia Organa here. Ceremonial Princess Leia, as we might call her. In this case, Princess Leia Organa Yavin, the Yavin version. But yeah, let's get her ass open, because she's looking good. Looking good. Alrighty, guys, here's Princess Leia, all removed from the packaging. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not real impressed with this one. I mean, she's fine. She's nice. But I don't really like the face sculpt on her, even for a neo vintage figure. Doesn't really capture Princess Leia, even though I know it's supposed to be vintage. I know it's not supposed to really be, like a modern VC figure here. We're not going off digital scanning or anything. But I don't know, it just looks a little strange. And I'm not really big on the soft goods, to be honest. This is one case situation, maybe the first time in my life I've ever wished a figure actually came with a vinyl cape. I think vinyl would have worked better here and would have captured more of that vintagey look that we kind of want from these. But I mean, again, she's fine. Yeah, I'm just not real impressed with the face sculpt and the soft goods, because soft goods are a little floofy. And yeah, but I mean, again, she serves her purpose, and she wasn't really the reason I wanted the set in the first place, so yeah, she'll do. Alrighty, guys, next up we got Wedge. Here's another character we definitely should have gotten back in 1979, maybe 1980. Yeah, Wedge Antilles, man. How did it take so long to get him in a vintage stylized action figure? But yeah, looking great. Terrible positioning on that sticker. If I gave a shit about those things, that would kind of piss me off. But as it is, I'm just going to open the crap. So who cares? But for the in-card people, I could see why that would be a little annoying. But yeah, let's get him over. Alrighty, this is a pretty dynamite neo vintage figure, man. Here's Wedge Antilles there, looking very good. Again, nice face sculpt. Almost too good for a vintage figure, honestly. I love the, I actually love the removable helmet. The blaster looks like the same mold as the original blasters from the vintage line. I love this figure. I would have loved to have had a Luke Skywalker that was stylized like this with the removable helmet when I was a kid. I would absolutely would have loved that. If I had this figure as a kid, I probably would have pretended he was Luke Skywalker because it's so damn good. The X-Wing Luke Skywalker kind of had a bit to be desired, the original X-Wing Luke Skywalker, because it kind of could just be an X-Wing pilot. It could be Luke Skywalker. You didn't really know. You could use it both ways. But this is definitely Wedge. And so that's really cool. And I do, like I said, I do dig the removable helmet. And yeah, even his environmental suit looks really, really good. The piping on it, everything looks great. This is a good fig, man. This is a good, vintagey looking Wedge figure. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. As next up, still in packaging there, we've got Captain Antilles. No relationship with Wedge Antilles, at least none that I'm aware of. But yeah, man, never had this guy either as a kid. Usually the Death Squad commander, kind of for me always doubled as a rebel trooper because of the way that his helmet was shaped. Looks sort of similar to this, but yeah, man, nice to get the real thing after so many years. So yeah, cool. And here's Captain Antilles all removed from the packaging, and I kind of had to twist his gun in his hand there because his hand just is so tight, it kind of wants to squeeze the pistol out of it. So that's kind of unacceptable. That sucks. But the figure itself looks pretty nice. Looks very stern there. It doesn't look like he's about to get his ass choked out by Darth Vader, but yeah, man. Again, real nice figure. And again, that pistol, his blaster there looks right out of the vintage line. That's a mold we're all familiar with if we're children of the 70s and 80s. But yeah, no, I don't have much to say about this one either. Just it's nice, fits the bill. Wish he held his gun a little better though. But other than that, yeah, pretty cool. And finally, guys, we got Garindan, and yeah, the Imperial spy from Mos Espa. Yeah, again, first time in vintage stylized form we're getting this dude. I was really excited to get him back in the late 90s, back in the Power of the Force 2 era, because he was, kind of a big character in the original film, man. And it was sort of a notable left out figure in as far as the original line went, the original vintage line, like him and Emperor and Uncle Owen would two other real big ones. But yeah, no, got him now. Again, better to not get him at all. But again, I'd rather have had him at age 5 than age 50. But what are you gonna do? That's not how life works, I guess. But yeah, let's take a look at Garindan. And I actually had to ask AI how to pronounce his name because I had no idea. Anyway, yeah, whatever. 1-800 True Fan. I am not, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, let's get him open. Alrighty, well, here is old Garindan there, all removed from his packaging. He's got a very unique looking blaster, which is pretty neat, and he does come with soft goods. Again, I kind of would have liked a vinyl cape. I'm not gonna lie. I just think it would have felt more authentic to me, especially considering these figures would have probably been released. If you follow, Kenner's original release patterns, probably would have been released in like 79 or 80 prior to The Empire Strikes Back coming out. So, they were really knee deep in vinyl capes at that point. They weren't doing a lot of soft goods. I don't think they're doing soft goods at all, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they did soft goods until, I guess Ugnaught had soft goods. He came out with The Empire Strikes Back line. But again, they were pretty knee deep in vinyl capes right through The Empire Strikes Back line. It wasn't until Return of the Jedi when they really started hitting the soft goods with the figs. But yeah, no. So again, I would have maybe preferred a vintage cape. Would have felt maybe a little more authentic. But still, it's cool. It's cool. That's a minor gripe. And one of his other accessories, he comes with this little communicator, which looks very much like the communicator that the Cloud Car pilot had in the original Empire Strikes Back line. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, I like him, man. He's pretty neat. He's definitely a high point in this collection here. So yeah, looking good.